Is it a telltale sign that someone's doing steroids that once they're at the very top of their game, kind of like you guys were, and then all of a sudden, like someone showed up to the CrossFit Games and deadlifted 620 pounds? Like you see their, like, and you don't see that, right? Like you see small incremental jumps in you guys as the years go on, like maybe, 5 or 10 pounds on the big lifts each year. But have you guys ever seen, and I'm thinking about one girl in specific who, like, a lot of people were saying, hey, I can't remember her name, but people were saying she was on steroids, and eventually she popped. But her thing is that people noticed, like, her snatch and her clean. I can't remember her name. I really liked her. I don't want to throw her under the bus.
Was it the girl in the open?
She's a little blonde. She's a little blonde girl.
Exactly.
Yeah. She was a sweet. I liked her. I liked interviewing her. But all of a sudden, her numbers started jumping like crazy. And if Matt would have deadlifted, and what made me think of that is you said that guy deadlifts 700 pounds or whatever. Like, when I hear that, is that just like, as soon as someone says I deadlift 700 pounds, you're like, okay, they're taking performance enhancing drugs?
No, I don't think so. No,
you can't say that.
No, I wouldn't say that.
No, so I remember. I remember the girl you're talking about, and I'd seen her compete and train, or no, I'd never seen her train, but I'd seen her compete, and like she was smaller frame, like gymnastics specialist, and then she did an open workout at Rogue, and I remember Matt Chan and I were, Matt Chan and I were like standing next to each other watching her do it, and it was like the double unders and cleans or something like that.
It was a double under toe to bar squat clean workout.
Yeah. Okay. And I remember like Matt Chan, like kind of like nudged me. He was like, hey, she on steroids? And I was like, oh yeah, absolutely. And then she got popped like 2 weeks later or something.
She was the same girl, the same workout, the 405 deadlift, where I only did 12 of the 13 reps, but I couldn't deadlift it. She was the girl who walked out on her version of it and didn't pull a rep.
Oh, that's right. She was pretty devastated. Yeah, I think she started crying that year. That's right.
She couldn't even lift. She didn't even attempt. She didn't even attempt to lift it.
I don't mean to judge a book by its cover, but I'm going to. She was an adorable, awesome girl, and unfortunately, the steroids like kind of took that from her. She didn't even look human for a little while.
Yeah, I didn't really know.
In my mind,
I wasn't familiar enough with her to like see the changes or anything.